ask the question, man. What's the best music in the world?
Vallenato to me. Vallenato. But
I love asking
that
this question
being said, before I started getting into Vallenato music, I liked a little bit of everything.
Right.
From classical.
Right.
I used to play the saxophone in band in high school, middle school. So I have a little bit of music background. I'm no good. I wish I was. But the thing about when Vallenato hit me, like I always tell people, it's like somebody hung an IV and put a drug into me. And I just fell in love with it right away.
What is it that drew you to it, man?
The accordion.
The accordion,
absolutely. We're surrounded by them here. And I see, so many of them here. And I'm just like, oh, I'll tell you. And I'm more drawn to the accordionist than what I am to the vocalist. Because I don't understand what they're singing. My Spanish, as you know, my Spanish is lacking. And, we got people from all over.
Right. We got 4 people saying hello.
Yeah.
Hello to everyone.
And they come and go. They come and go on here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's nice having a following
nice.
of people that I've supported. And like I say, I invite people always to my page.
Yeah. That
I can support them.
Okay.
Who seeks people out? And I'm not after any money. I never have.
Right.
Never taken a penny.
Right.
I managed a Vallenato group for many years, and I never took a penny from those guys.
Yeah, and he's always been supporting. I remember that at one point he was actually working with different groups locally, and he would put the events together. He would find the locations. He would even find the funds sometimes, right? Like he would even support the funds, and you were trying to get visas at some point and helping people out to do it properly like musicians should. And so man, we appreciate all that support.
Yeah. And here's a backup singer for Celadon right there.
Oh, okay. What's his name?
Jose.
Jose.
I don't know how to say his last name.
Viejo Jose, mucho gusto, encantado.
Yeah.
So I hear that you are a chorus singer. Do they speak English or something?
No, he only speaks Spanish.
Spanish?
He speaks Spanish.
You want me to translate something for him? Yeah. What do you want me to say to him?
Jose is like I said, he was a backup singer for many years with Celadon.
Yeah.
And when Jimmy was still with Celadon and so
let me tell him. So Jose, just saludándote, me dice aquí el gringo del vallenato que tú eras corista de Jorge Celedón cuando él estaba con Jimmy Zambrano. Entonces un cordial saludo aquí de parte de Larry Duran y obviamente de Eddie, el gringo del vallenato. All right, man. So send a shout out to him. I guess they're in Colombia probably right now.
Yeah, he's usually in Colombia. He does come to the United States sometimes. He has a visa, so he gets to come here.
Nice.
And he's a super nice guy. And if you could translate that.
Dice que usted es una persona muy especial, muy querida y te aprecia mucho, Jose.
Yeah.
So anyway, so back to the beginning. So 20 years ago, you started in the process of representing Vallenato. You listened to the accordion. Where did you hear the accordion the first time?
Oh, my wife gave me a DVD with 50 songs. I fell in love with it. I quit listening to the radio, quit reading the newspaper. All I did is watch that video for 3 years straight. Every day. When I was off, when I wasn't working, for my stress relief, I was a police officer. You know that.
Yeah.
And so my stress relief was to put that Vallenato music in. There was Bonomio, there was Celadon, there was Gene Carlos, Pancho Zolita, all the big guys. Were on that DVD.
I remember Eddie being mentioned in different big events with the guys that have been playing here internationally. When we say guys, we're talking about artists that have been doing Vallenato music for many, many years. What's interesting here is that we're both American, even though I don't look too much like one, but I'm from here also, raised in the United States and born here. And just the music that we happen to have accustomed ourselves to happens to be Vallenato. And the reason why, one is the accordion. I don't see many button boxes lately in our music. I noticed that some of the country used to have that, but they're not really having much of that instrument in any of the new music. And besides, everything's becoming very digital. So I guess it's one of those instruments that we don't play much of. I got a few because each instrument has its different tonality. But I have the guitar in my hand because the guitar is something that we use mostly for composition, for singing. This is the basis of everything. With a guitar and accordion, if you're a singer and you don't play guitar or you don't play, a piano, you have to learn, because it's what teaches you basically how to harmonize, how to sing, how to follow scales. So obviously, the professionals in our realm of vallenato, they use, the guitars to compose. I was just watching a gentleman today, if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about what the kind of funds that they're getting, receiving for any kind of song that's making it big. And they're talking about, literally, it's dollars. It's $4 million, $3 million
wow.
to compose a song.
Yeah.
So the composers are making more money
than the artists.
Are, because every time one of their songs come out,
right,
then obviously they're paid for every song.
And my whole thing is where's the money coming from these artists these days? Because nothing's sold as CDs. Everything is streaming service.
I don't know.
Apple. Apple Music. What's the other ones? Amazon Music. What's the
Spotify?
Spotify is the big one.
I just saw the what was it? The owner of Spotify. I think he's worth. I might be off on this number. I think $8 billion. And they're saying, okay, wait a second. This guy's worth more than like the top 10 artists.
Yeah.
Like
spread the wealth, man.
Yeah.
Spread the wealth. Yeah. See, here's another guy from New York. He plays the accordion. I know his brother more, Matt, but Sebastian here, I guess, is he's always follows me on my page.
So, gentlemen,
and we got Alfredo. Alfredo, of course.
Yeah, we'll translate this in Spanish because most of them speak Spanish,
Alfredo,
right?
Para is there. And say hi to Alfredo.
Para todas las personas que se están conectando, los invito a nuestra página nueva de Vallenato, a Larry Duran Show. Vamos a hacer algo interesante ese canal. Entonces pueden entrar a YouTube/Larry Duran y pueden ver la información que vamos a sacar hoy. Hoy eso es como un saludo, estoy trayendo a la gente de los diferentes medios para que se contacten con nosotros y sepan que sale esta nueva página que es un vallenato con un estilo diferente, digamos así. Vamos a cambiar lo que fue el modelo típico del vallenato en el mundo mío que yo aprendí a lo norteamericano, que mis raíces siempre ha estado presente. Entonces voy a hacer una pequeña mezcla que ojalá les guste y los invito para que vayan a ese canal y vean este video que vamos a hacer hoy referido a ese tipo de música que estamos sacando. So I'm telling them, inviting them out to the new YouTube channel in Spanish, saying hello on our part, and letting them know that I'm coming with something new, hopefully, in the near future, and hopefully they can connect to that webpage and check out, the new information that we got going on.
And here's a fellow right here that I worked with at Verizon when I worked there for a while, and he's got a Boricua page.
Okay.
And so he's starting to get into vallenato.
Puerto Riqueño.
And
okay.
of course he's bilingual, so
okay, very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
And he's a nice guy. Enjoyed working with him, and I helped him to learn how to start getting his pages together.
Yeah,
because the algorithms, everything else that works with it.
Okay.
So enough about me though. Let's talk about you and what you got going on, because you've kind of gone in a different direction now. You're working on a project. It's kind of hush-hush still, but kind of start touching it there.
Yeah.
And putting it out there. Sure. You were traditionally mostly vallenato the last how many years?
18
going
years. On 19. I started, and as a matter of fact, I started dabbling with the accordion when I was 15 years old. So more years than that, but doing it professionally with the band for 19 years now.
Wow. So so me and you started at the same time.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that a gringo, like myself, who doesn't speak the language, tries so hard at it.
Yeah, man. And did it because you got the biggest following.
Well, I've got I've got a big following, and it's thanks to different people that have been so good to me throughout the years, and I'm hoping that one of the big ones is going to join us here in a few minutes. A little surprise for you.
Yeah.
Little surprise for you.
Pending, so this is interesting. And so we got one of the big artists
I'd like to get his take on it.
Very nice.
And we're waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to come on.
Very
nice. Surprise for you.
Very nice.
And it's somebody big. So
yeah. The Vallenato. So obviously Eddie has many followers. I've seen him do lunch with some of the biggest guys. Go to his house. Do what they do, man. Have a good time. Talk about the music. And they come around Tampa. To my surprise, they're starting to head out to Tampa more often than they used to before.
And this coming week is going to be huge.
Yeah,
or not week. This month is coming in February. With the festival for Barranquilla. all the artists, they make their rounds to the United States, and Tampa's getting hit hard this month.
That's good.
We got Los Diablitos coming. We got Alex Manga coming.
Right.
We got Daniel Calderon coming.
Yeah.
We got, here's a good one, is Pancho Zuleta and Ivan Villazon is going to be together. That's going to be, yep, that's going to be big.
Back here, I don't even know. There's a few. That one, Simon Parrilla. Yeah. This one was the Avalon Center. Well, you can't see, but I have some of a Casa 21. Casa 21 is one of the places where I started singing back in 2007. And we used to pack the place. There was also a place called Mangoiche. But this location is still a venue for these kind of artists.
Yeah, the biggest venue for Vallenato and still is Casa 21.
Casa 21.
Casa 21.
Yeah, man.
And David over there does a good job.
David, shout out to David. How you been, David? It's been a while, man. Yeah. I hope you're doing well. And there's also
the nice thing about David. The nice thing about David over there is, he's always so accommodating to me.
Yeah.
And always lets me back to meet the artist, and so he's always super good to me.
And there's Sergio also, his partner. I don't know if he's still partnered with Sergio.
I've never really met Sergio. Okay. I've only dealt with David. So,
okay, David's a nice guy, man.
Yeah, or David is David.
Spanish. David.
But anyways, let's talk more about your project and your podcast. You started a podcast.
So I did.
And you've been kind of playing with it a little bit. So this is kind of your first official one?
Correct.
And you invited me.
Yes, sir. I had here initially a gentleman called DJ Moyo. Moyo is renowned in the Mexican realm here in Tampa.
Okay.
But we were starting off. So Moyo, a shout out to my friend Moyo. It was one of those deals where, try to connect everything and between lighting and sound and what have you. It was tough. So he's like, all right, Larry, we need to do this. We need to do that. You want to go ahead and modify your sound, modify your equipment and so forth. So I still have the video. It's there on the podcast, but I haven't pushed it. Now I also have a second one that we did right after that with Milton. Milton is a singer, but again, a little bit of a practice run, just trying. And then this one is the official, one that I think that hopefully you can see us well. You can see Eddie. We got the lives going on.
We're all over the place in here because we got your YouTube going. We got the Facebook Live. We're trying to reach out to a lot of people,
Yeah.
And because this is something I'm kind of excited about.
Me too.
Because I have been trying to get an artist to do this forever. I've suggested songs to a lot of the big Vallenato artists.
Yes.
Let's put something in English.
So I'm gonna close this live on my my band page for now. But if you want to hear more information or you want to follow us, please follow us on youtube.com/Larry Duran, like this name right here, Larry Duran, and you will be able to hear some of the new things that are coming out. I'll have a few guests, including today Eddie. He should be up live here soon on YouTube. So guys, connect with my page. And now I'm going to go to the other page that we have. Yep. So I wanted to say hello to everyone. Thank you for connecting. The few that did, I know you kind of came in and came out. Wishing you guys the best, and I will see you guys soon. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this for now.
And the nice thing about we want to mention where you're at. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. On
so Larry
Facebook?
Duran Music. You can find me on Facebook on Larry Duran Music, and you can find me on Instagram Larry Duran Music. You can find me on Spotify as Larry Duran, and on YouTube as Larry Duran. So please connect. Feel free to obviously send any messages, and for those of you here in Tampa, soon, before you know it, hopefully by mid-year, we should have something interesting, here for you guys. An idea that we've been talking about for a while, which obviously has to do with English and with the Latin swing. And that Latin swing happens to be the best music in the world. So it has accordion in it. That's why I have a few back here. And we're going to do a great job, I'm sure. So, and I say this as a group because it's not me. It's 13 musicians plus the producers plus everything else, the ideas from the big guys that are actually helping me. So I'm hoping that we're going to do something that's going to make you guys follow us and, obviously have a great time with our new music. It's something that's going to connect the American with the Colombian and the Latinos in general and our point of view. So guys, I'll see you soon. I'm going to disconnect here for now, and I'm going to start live on another page. So I'll talk to you soon. Take care.